A little glimpse, a little feel, a basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. Season's still in its fledgling state, but enough basketball has been played to see how this year's rookie class is shaping up. A chance now to see the rookie race that shows which first-year players are making a big impact early in the race for the Rookie of the Year hardware. You look at Dillingham, he's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And we've really got a tremendous group of rookies this year. It's going to be exciting to see them vying for the coveted award.
Well, they're already making their presence felt and really showing they belong. That's what it's all about as they begin their, hopefully, long and productive NBA career.
Now Golden State's starting five. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And there's the general. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Dillingham in at the 1.
Man.
Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade?
What you doing?
I mean, I think about lineups and schemes.
Yo, can you hear me?
What you can control and
really that was tripping.
Your identity.
Curry, that's good.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player.
Man, my boss had told me.
There. And now we've got some time
he said, I know you hook up your friends and stuff. He's like, but if you're not on duty or in the shop, he's like, don't have your friends come and ask for your discount. Like, that's unacceptable. And I was like, who did it? And he was like, at first he wasn't trying to tell me. He was just like, I don't even want to put you in that position. He was just like, just tell your friends, don't do that. And then I was like, the only person that comes, I was like, is it my little cousin across the street? He was like, yeah. He was like, he had came with one of his friends, and you went up to the bartender Chris, and you basically bought your stuff, and he was like, it's good to get Christian's discount, and he gave you the discount, but I guess your friend asked for the discount too, and they was like tripping, like, you feel me, like it's good. I don't know.
He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now here's Lopez. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, but who knows? Who knows? Because the other guy too, he was in the back. They were, you feel me? They've been just snitching on each other and shit, trying to take each other to HR and shit. It just been hella shit.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
For real.
Lopez outside Butler. From past the arc.
Yeah.
Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga.
What you was doing?
Randle no good. And so Curry will bring
what
it
happened?
Golden State. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, just an amazing
what happened?
Drinking
too much?
Talk about a photo finish.
Lopez passes
I
to
bet.
Connects from 3-point range.
And a coaching
My
staff
God, been
has
over
to be
here
happy
drinking
with
too
how
much.
they've shot the ball here early on.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
For real, that's crazy.
Randall kicks to Gobert. Outside.
For real, why?
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Edwards got 9 points.
That's
You
crazy.
just can't give Edwards a look for
What
the
they
deep.
tell you got?
Lopez against Edwards.
I said, what they say you got?
Lopez dishes to Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early.
You going tomorrow or
I'll
not?
tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Hell yeah.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Lopez outside.
The white dude.
Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5.
The
Over Gillingham.
the older dude, the
Off
OG dude.
the double clutch.
And that is the exact type of opportunity. This
Yeah,
offense
the manager, the one that runs the store.
Quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle
I mean,
for
he's-
bad shots.
I don't know.
Finds McDaniel.
He's the only
And they're
older
unable to
dude
get
there.
the tying basket there. Warriors leading by 3. High post Lopez. Edwards there. Outside Butler. 6
I
to
mean, I'm
shoot.
gonna ask him what he was talking about. So.
There's Lopez with the 3. Here's Jackson Davis.
Hold on, I'm on my career right now. Give me like
In the
it.
tray.
Give me like 5. Yeah, because I didn't think he was gonna hop on that fast.
An opportunity from deep.
Pass to McDaniels.
Yeah. Go smoke. That's the best. Yeah.
Randall with the ball from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez passes to Butler. From the line, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 4 assists now tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And let's now go to Shams Charania. He's standing by with breaking news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Thanks so much. The transaction is now public regarding the Milwaukee Bucks. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. To take a look at the Warriors. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. Of course, there's the Timberwolves, 3 games behind.
And I think for Minnesota, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Here's Kuminga. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Back to Curry. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Handle a screen on Curry. Here's Gillingham. The Warriors pull it in. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent but out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop it? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a show.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Curry dishes to Lopez. a floater. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Curry's got 13.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Randall with the bucket.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against Memphis was dominant. He added 29 points, and he was tremendous in that game. That was a season high in points, too. His coach called it a breakout game for him, kind of showing they knew he was capable of. Kevin, obviously, he wants to continue to prove himself here tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for a different measure. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Garza's checked in. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. A.J. Griffin's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Peyton, he's checked in for the General. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Now, here's Looney. Podziemski on the wing. Ingles with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Pass to Randall. Over Green. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Here's Podziemski. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Green with a screen on DiVincenzo to the inside. Green, no luck.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Randall down low. He's defended by Podziemski. Randall left side. Rebound goes to the Warriors. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Podziemski finds Green. Takes a three. They grab their own miss. Peyton passes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Puts up a deep three. No good that time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Podziemski. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. And it's Payton in at the 3. First free throw is good. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And good that time.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Outside Edwards. Here's the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Back to Curry from deep three-point land. Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
To stop the run. And it's a great finish.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Edwards has some big outs in his step.
Now, here's Curry. 17 points for him last game against Memphis. To the paint. He's looking for Looney and finds him. That one drops for him.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 18. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Curry. There's the 3. Garza pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Takes the 3. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Curry. And here's Looney. Now here's Green. Outside for Curry. Second chance effort. Minnesota with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Ingles. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way-in. Ingles has got his first basket of the night.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now Looney. Back to Curry. Looney finds Curry. They kick it out to Green. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. DiVincenzo with it. Still yet to score. Pass to Garza. The lead now cut to single digits.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Green with a screen on Edwards. Now Podziemski. currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Garza pulls it in. Garza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. It's up a 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Looney. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Looney's got 4 this quarter.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Edwards inside. He's defended by Podziemski. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Warriors with the rebound. Down low. And here we go with Green. Nobody down. Basket counts. Green's got his first points in this one.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Lets it go. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And the Warriors making a change here. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Butler, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Lopez in for Brandon Podziemski. Randall no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Lopez left side. Outside Curry. Nice take from Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 27 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Dillingham. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Butler. There's a good screen. Good on the triple. Butler's got 6.
That's just a solid play. One of Butler's favorites.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. Here's Randall. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, nice timing in the pick and roll. Gobert finishing the job.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing.
I am on
yeah, and that is key for them.
career. It's about to be
Build
halftime.
out this lead.
Because my quarters be 10 minutes.
Against New York. Dillingham wide open, and he fires.
How?
That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got
Ain't
3 assists in the game.
The game's like 12 minutes?
Lopez outside. Gobert pulls it in.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those. .109 left in the first half. And
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Damn, I just fouled, bro.
Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, 5 minutes is cool. 5 minutes cool.
In the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Outside, Kuminga. 40 seconds left to play here in the half. Kuminga off the pick from Lopez. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got his second basket of the night.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Bounce pass from Randall. Now here's Gobert. Guarded closer. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert the screen. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lopez right side. Three-pointer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
You know, right now for Minnesota, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Left side, Edwards. No good, shot missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now here's Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lopez has got his team on the board first here in the second half of the Warriors. Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to McDaniels. Kuminga against Randall. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Lopez outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
How about the ferocity from Butler? Just exploding to the rim to take that one home as soon as the lane opened up.
It's stolen by Curry. Edwards with the block. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Has to go Gobert. Dillingham with it. He has 7. Good on the three-point shot. Dillingham's got 10 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Curry passes it to Lopez. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make shots,
I just missed both my free throws. It's 59-42.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
I'm up.
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Now here's Lopez. 8 points for him. And Curry has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's
I got 8 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists.
Fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
In the corner, Dillingham with it.
And we're in the third quarter. 6 minutes left for the third quarter.
Randall surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 7 points in the game.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Now here's Curry. He has 30. Here's Lopez. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 10 points for the General.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the wing right side. Back to Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 22 points.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Pass to Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Lopez, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 18. Gobert, the pass to Randall. Dillingham with it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Butler. And the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got 10 points.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
Pass to Randall. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Joe Ingles is checked in for McDaniels. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. Now Dillingham. 10 points for him. And here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Curry outside, sinks the triple. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 11. Outside Butler, the 3. Gillingham with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Edwards against Lopez. Right side, Edwards. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 26.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Butler kicks to Curry. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Curry's got 35 in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical, but David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Here's Curry, following the basket by Julius Randle. And there it is for him. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
Edwards with the screen for Dillingham. And there's Edwards on the assist from Dillingham. And he has 28 points for the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
On the wing, Green. He's defended by Randle. Here's Butler. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Changes here for the Timberwolves.
Hey, Bree, you still there?
I'm still here, bro. I'm just locked in right here. I'm playing some Surge.
Oh, you on Call of Duty?
Yeah.
We on some Call of Duty after.
Long range from the inbound. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Peyton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Stephen Curry's out there with the general, and it's Peyton in at the 3 spot. Ingles with a screen on Peyton. Pocket 6. Edwards inside. Peyton's there. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Curry. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 47 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Payton against Edwards. Sinks that one from the post. Edwards got 36.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can
Well, he
have a
dropped
good
it.
game and a loss. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now here's Lopez. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
The shot by Curry, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Edwards. Inside, Minot. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Payton the bounce pass. Lopez against Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
With the name Taylor
Guys,
Swift.
what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep.
What's your clan tag?
Offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And
This
the other thing you
motherfucker.
notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Tries again.
And we talk about Hill so much at the offensive end, but there he does it defensively.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Lopez.
Oh, my God.
Got him with the pump fake, but
Fucking
couldn't
hold on
finish. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Edwards. Randall outside. Over Green. Randall no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Podziemski. Defended by DiVincenzo. Shot by Podziemski, no good. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Warriors shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Podziemski. Healed outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lopez has got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Green. Green gets a screen from Lopez. Green kicks to Lopez. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
Smack these.
Here's Dillingham. Now here's Gobert. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
so strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer him now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in.
Fourth quarter.
Talk about a guy who
Yeah,
can
2 minutes
create for
left.
himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defender.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Yeah, look, it's not always about height. He's showing he wants those boards.
Edwards, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Greg, we see the NBA finding players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
I can't make no free throws, bro.
Fucking smoke that dude.
Dillingham with it. Timberwolves passing it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
Both free throws good from Randall. So it's the Warriors now. Podziemski with it. Over Dillingham. Podziemski's shot is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Edwards got 39.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
In the corner, it's Healed. Outside, Green. The three bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Now here's Edwards after the
All right.
miss from Lopez.
I got 43 seconds.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Healed. Green against Gobert. Here's Podziemski. Three-pointer Healed. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. From 15 feet away, the shot will not fall. Pass to Lopez. Fires the three. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
You earned that one.
My next game, I'm gonna play 12 minutes a quarter.
12?